D. PiKA B rolling with Chimera. Was built in 2008. I have C-Rod as the driver.
Sorry, that was my note. Yeah, that's Catherine Rodriguez. And she's been driving for a while for PiKA now. And she has had her fair share of incidents, but she's also so dedicated to that team and is really integral to it. She's ready to win and come out and put a great B team up on the board.
And that buggy set the course record in 2008, which was then, it was broken the next year. But that is a very fast buggy that they're rolling. We have Yannick Hogarth, Bryn Saravia, Pat Clancy, Nimi Waraboko, and Jeff Bouton. That is for PiKA B. For SDC C, they're rolling Avarice with Vivian Zhao. Their pushers are Tala Ali, Joe Zishkow, Jeff Kell, Micah Kelman, and Kian Sagdagi. I am so sorry. I am so sorry
really
for any manglings of the names here. And finally, in lane 3, we have CMU D. They're rolling Firebird, which was built in 2004. Shannon Lee is driving. We have Jamie McDermott, Guillermo Gomez, Stephen Diekman, Dylan Morey, and Gerald Carson there on the push team. It looks like we have a man in a tuxedo there, which is not something you normally see.
Well, it's CIA.
Well,
you actually have
then again.
So much fun.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ready, set.
And they are off here, looking at PiKA B, SDCC in lane 2, and CIA in lane 3. And it's actually really close here early on between PiKA and SDC.
And you can see a difference on the hill ones here as well. Chimera is a light buggy. It's very fast, it's very efficient, and it helps get it up over the hill.
And it looks like we will have PiKA going into free rolls first, but following closely is SDC D. CIA is out of the shot. And here now we are into the free rolls, and PiKA looking like it's rolling pretty nicely.
Yeah, they seem to be stretching it out just a little bit. The gap was about a second at the shove, and they're a little above that now.
And interestingly, she's taking a pretty tight line in towards the curb, and you've seen a move away from that recently. As you can see, SDC staying closer to the line.
At about 54 seconds was PiKA, and about 55, 56 was SDC D.
Yeah, I think this kind of shows the depth of SDC, and that's a D team.
Yes.
Almost taking a leading B team out up and over. I mean, that's amazingly strong. Nice tight line there in the chute. 2 buggies through cleanly.
Both of them looking very good in the chute as they approach hill 3. We started to see a little bit of a closing of the gap there between SDC and PiKA right towards the end, and it looks like SDC is really, that's Jeff Kell there on hill 3 really trying to push it up.
You can see the impact of sort of the traffic jam of 2 close buggies on hill 3. The PiKA pusher there really had to navigate to avoid getting a foul of SDC before he picked up, and it really impacted his pickup there. It wasn't ideal, but he did the right thing. He slapped at it instead of grabbing it and moved on.
And here we are, PiKA going into hill 5, and SDC follows right behind. Looks like PiKA B will be coming across the finish line.
For PiKA B to just be holding off SDC D, that speaks so much to what has changed.
And when you say just holding off, this is going to be quite close here. Both of them coming by. PiKA B at about 2:22. Again, these times are unofficial. And SDC coming by 2 seconds or so behind. And here's CIA.
Running in formal attire. Always a picnic.
You know,
they're classy.
Maybe the other teams are doing it wrong. Maybe they're about to put Under Armour out of business. I don't know.
Now that is something that SDC has done quite well, is depth, as we see CIA come across the finish line at about 2:55. We've talked about that before, and does that, do you think, play into the so-called rise of the independents that we've seen? Perhaps it's easier for them to recruit, or
yes.
they're able to get a lot more people, a lot more teams out there.
Yeah, and it's something that I think PiKA saw this year. They have had a lot of troubles as a house, and we're so happy to still have them in Buggy. But because they haven't had the same presence on campus, they've seen what it's like to have to recruit as an independent, and it certainly changes things.